Today, we're going to talk about workplace relationships.
Be the Reason is all about human connections. Because no matter how much we think we know how we are being heard, there is one thing that I can guarantee based on my decades of professional experience. Other humans will hear us differently than we hear ourselves. In other words, the responsibility is on us to communicate as effectively as possible, whether in professional or personal conversations. So let's dig in.
Okay, so maybe where you work has a policy about not having romantic relationships with people in the workplace. Okay, so you know that, right? And yet, there's just an attraction there. And let's say that the attraction blossoms and it becomes a relationship. You now have a choice. Okay? So before the relationship started blossoming, you may want to get further clarification about what the policy is for your employer. You might truly want to understand it. Maybe since you were hired, they have changed it a little bit. I don't know. But you need to find that out. That's called effective communication. You need to seek to understand what the policy is, if there's been changes, or if it's remained the same. But then, if you are in a relationship, your opportunity is still to communicate. You have to choose who you're going to communicate with and when. My advice is to do it privately. Maybe it's with your immediate boss. Maybe it's with HR. I don't know. You need to be intentional with who you speak with. You also need to ask them for their confidence. Ask them to keep it confidential and ask them if they will trust that you will continue to work extremely hard. And then you need to embrace the fact that it may be so firmly against company policy that there could be a consequence. That's the reality of the situation. You knew going in, after you got clarification on what the policy was, that there may be a consequence. But an option is not to continue to try to hide it. Because when you do that, it is very, very common that you are no longer focused on what your job objectives are, but you're spending a whole lot of time trying to cover that up. And that's not good for you, and it's not good for your employer. So you owe them the honesty. You owe them your respect and your professionalism by being transparent, right? And then you also owe yourself the professionalism and the respect by understanding that there may in fact be a consequence. This is a job, and you have job objectives. So it is what it is. Nobody is out to be mean to you for going against a policy. But there are policies in place for specific reasons. So be honest. You've got this. I know you can do it.
If you like the content in these videos, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Or if you have specific topics that you would like addressed or questions, please leave those in the comments. Thanks so much.